What is going on, everybody? I am back with another live show. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I'm going to get the live stream started. We're going to talk about these very aggressive and lonely females that are angry at the world. We're going to get into that. Make sure y'all like the stream as you come in. I'm going to play these instrumentals and come back with my commentary. What's good, people? Y'all know I got to start the stream off right. For everybody to come in, I give them the opportunity. That's why I play the instrumentals to give y'all a chance to get into the live stream. And trust me, y'all know when the show is over. You will know when the show is over, all right? But shout out to everybody that's here. I know it's been a couple days since I went live. Sometimes you got to recharge your battery, you know. And that's what I do. You know, when you've been uploading videos pretty much every day, doing live streams for 4 straight years, you know, you got to take that time to replenish yourself. But make sure y'all like the stream as well. Shout out to the moderators. Let's see who's in the chat. Naima, what's going on? Vernon, Tony, True, Black Rhino, Brown Hornet, Rashawn. Let's see. Marv, LMJ, Mermaid, Frank, Nicole B, Vico, Sensational, Martin, Raiders, Got Me, Fucked Up, Earth Angel, Martin, Marquita, Ill Wills, Johnny, Natasha, Charm, Elbert, let's see, Full Court, Pressure. Let's see. Raiders, Charms, S. Reed, Ill Wills. YouTube. I hope YouTube isn't removing likes, but make sure y'all like the stream anyway. What's going on, Messy Trills? It better not be removing my goddamn likes. But make sure y'all like the stream. The title of this stream is The Combination. What's going on, Wesley? Ty City, what's up? A combination of what I've been seeing. I've been seeing, you know, a lot of women have been getting more and more aggressive on social media. Their language, y'all know I put up posts in my community tab. My community tab has been lit, as some will say. I'm getting a ton of comments on the posts I've been putting up recently. And the women are getting out of pocket. Now, I know the dudes are going to go off. They're going to say things. But you got to understand, my channel was a channel for men when I first started. Not that that was the intent, but that's what it was. And a lot of those dudes, I mean, there have been those that have left, but there are still those that are still here. Whether they ghost and come back and they ghost and come back. You know? This guy for filming this live, spitting that hot fire. You don't want to smoke. I hear that, D. What's going on, man? Let's see. Eric. Who had to pay their broadband? I don't have broadband, Martin. I got better internet probably than you do. Okay? I pay premium, family. Shout out to Brown Hornet. I recently subscribed. I love your content. Please keep up the good work. We need you. But I appreciate that, Brown Hornet. Shout out to you for supporting the stream. What's going on, Jalil? See, for Antonio, I see you. Let's see. All right. Let's see who else is here. I'm telling you, man, like my community tab is something to behold, especially recently, man. And the chicks are like, one chick today, you know, she was calling black men coons, talking about we love white women. I said you must hate black men, and she just went off. You know, I changed my mind. You know, Mermaid, I changed my mind. I was going to talk about Wendy Williams, but I said, you know what? I'd rather talk about something else. You know, I'm not really passionate about what's going on with Wendy at the moment. But I want to speak about this, you know, and maybe get some feedback. Exactly, D. Yeah, but there are times, Naima, there are times when my internet can be spotty here and there, but for the most part, it's strong because I got so many devices hooked up to my internet. That's what slows it down at times. But if I just had one device or two devices running, this shit, I mean, it would be better than it is now. But that's what happens when you pay premium. Shout out to Spectrum. Appreciate that, Marv. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. But y'all know my community tab. If you seen my community tab over the past couple of days, I mean, I'm averaging at least by 80 comments. And Wendy and her soon-to-be ex-wife, Kevin. What's going on, LD? Yeah, I may speak about that another time. But Charlemagne the God, he's being thirsty. He's being extra. He's talking about taking her on a date. Like, Negro, please. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I'm able to do these streams on this OBS. Like, if I have any issues with my stream, it's usually at times my computer, and I got as strong of computer that I can get right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to order computers in the same amount of time. I like to wait months. But if it kind of like the OBS kind of trips at times, it's usually because of the computer and not necessarily the internet. But at times the internet can be fucked up too. No, I would not, Wesley. Absolutely not. Spectrum inspired to you because you can't afford it, Martin. Marquita, if you're willing to call in, you can definitely talk about the problem. But you see, I'm not going to do too much talking in this stream. I am going to open up the phone lines, but I just want to know why these sisters getting so aggressive. Why y'all getting so aggressive? I mean, you commenting on a man's channel, calling black men, talking about we all are coons and we chasing Becky's. But why are you here? Like, seriously though, why are you here? But yeah, shout out to Charlemagne for being thirsty. Him and another guy talking about taking her out. I'm like, really? And then you got this dude, Kevin. Oh my God. I mean, this dude is secretly dating his male artist who was on Tasha K's show spilling all the beans or the tea. And man, Kevin, man, you talk about a degenerate, if it's true. Best Blog says, I'm aggressively running from my bills. I hear that. This dude got him a side dude. He got a side chick and a side dude, man. And the side dude is married. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, Charlemagne is married, but he don't give a fuck about his wife. Charlemagne could care less about his wife. They want clout from Wendy. Got money, and Wendy got a whole TV show. And she's a trending topic always. She's always a trending topic. So they want to attach themselves to her. Listen, her relationship with Kelvin was a business. Her relationship with Kelvin was a business. What's going on, Raining Woman? I see you. I see you, Raining Woman. Yeah, that dude went into very descriptive details about the things that went on with Kelvin. Kelvin is a fucking degenerate, man. Kelvin is a fucking degenerate, man. See. But the dude had a whole wife. So how is a dude coming into your house taking from... You know what, man? Y'all can go to Tasha K and see that shit. But the dude talking about dude taking it from, I'm like, God damn, man. Man. Like, man, you talk about something that is awkward and uncomfortable to listen to. Like, your senses is like, wow. Wow. This dude got a whole side chick, and then he got a side dude, which is his artist. First off, the fact that this dude has artists, he's developing artists, that's already a scam. You know what I'm saying? He's using it to hook up. And you got people that you know are signing with this guy. What's going on, official jump, man? Yeah, it has been a while. What's going on? Cellar boy, what's good? Yeah, man, you definitely needed some holy water for that stream, man. You need some holy water. You need like 12, 15 showers. You got to wash off your computer or your device, whatever you listen to, whatever you looking at that interview with on. You got to do all that. And then the dude said, he got like a 2-inch dick. He said dude was like talking big, but he ain't that big. I'm like, damn. Wow. What's up, Willie? I'm like, wow. He told me, man. And then his wife is sitting right there listening to it. And she is totally unfazed by this shit, man. His wife is sitting there totally unfazed by this. I didn't see the second interview. I just saw a portion of the first interview. And that made me not want to see the second interview. And his wife is sitting right there. As he's describing, you know, laying up with another guy. I don't know what that is. That either that's love or whatever. I'm talking about the Tasha K interview with Kelvin, the soon-to-be ex-husband Wendy Williams, you know, artist / side dude. I mean, that's riveting. That's the kind of shit you see on TV in like very descriptive interviews, like the Leaving Neverlands. Like it went that far, but only available on YouTube. And the dude said that, you know, he loves women, but you willing to sleep with this guy for what reason? Was he giving you money? Was he paying the bills? You willing to do that? And then he was very calm about it. Like, there was, from what I saw, there wasn't any real emotion. What's going on, Deshane? There was really no real emotion there. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dudes who are, you know, gay for pay. You know? Yeah, I know Leaving Neverland was full of lies, but it was a very descriptive lies. And, you know, you just don't see people get that descriptive, whether it be on TV or YouTube. And that's some real shit, people. That is some real shit. You got people out here who are willing to sleep with anything. Sometimes you can look at who somebody's with and just you get that's the exact thing that come to mind. But usually there, you know, it's might be a business situation. I'm good, Deshane. Shout out to you, and hopefully you and everybody else here are doing quite well. As we talk about these aggressive women that I'm seeing growing faction on YouTube, I want y'all to understand, I'm not talking about all women. I'm not just talking about black women. I'm talking about white women, Hispanic women. I've seen Hispanic women go off and get defensive. And there's this feminist mindset that's starting to grow. There's a feminist mindset that's starting to grow with a lot of women. you know? And it could be because they've been single for a long time. It starts to mess with them. They begin to doubt themselves. You know, they not getting sex on the regular, because not getting sex on the regular really fucks up the minds of women. You know, it really does. You know, it ain't like us as dudes. We can be single. We can be alone. But women can't. Especially like you go from being in a relationship or a marriage, used to getting the dick every day. You know what I'm saying? Usually having somebody there with you. You know, having a man there with you. Now you're just there. You know, if you got kids, you're there with the kids. They're driving you crazy. What's going on, Miranda? So, because of that, you got women who are getting very aggressive. They're getting very angry. They're like, you know, it's almost like they've been caged or walled off from everything, and they're getting out of it, and they're just full of, you know, just angst and, you know, aggression. That's why they need to calm it down. Just calm it down. Don't being angry with me and other men is not going to help your situation. It really isn't. You know, you commenting on my videos and you are calling black men coons and white woman chasers, and you don't want to be called out. You know? What do you mean you were suspect about it, Miranda? You know? Now, if you a woman who's constantly been single, it doesn't bother you to not have somebody there. But if you were used to always having somebody and then that person not there, and you still got feelings for that person, those feelings are not going away, what's going to end up happening is, what's going on, Trucker? What's going to end up happening is you're going to sort of, every guy you come across, you're going to basically compare them to your ex, the ex that you can't get over, the ex that you compare to every other man that you will never submit to, like you did the other guy you're with. You know what I'm saying? There's always that one man women be with they'll never get over. Even though that guy wants nothing to do with them. He's moved on. He ain't trying to go back, but they still stuck in that same mindset. Now, women may physically move on. They may start dating again and may have another child, may even get married again. But if those women are on the dating market for years, let's say they're on the dating market for 10 years, slowly their mind is going to fucking start, you know, shifting. What's going on, Marie? EHE, what's going on? They're going to start to go literally insane, functionally insane. When I mean functionally insane, I mean they're able to function and do things day to day, but their mind begins to control them. They can't control their thoughts, can't control the things they say and do. And when I say they can't control it, what I mean is, you know, they start to act out in weird ways. You know, they begin to think that social media is real life. Okay. They're comparing every man to the man that they're still in love with, that they can't get over. They need to get over. Okay, Raina Woman. You know? What's going on with her Monopoly? And I'm telling you, when you're a woman who, when you were in your late teens and early 20s and you thought you was the shit and, you know, you was the best looking girl in your neighborhood, your city, seemed like all these different guys was campaigning. And then you get to a point to where you go through years of relationships. You may have been married, they had a few kids. You may not look the same. Your priorities are different. You're working every day. You're stressed because you're basically a single mother, but you're still trying to date and have a social life. And what it boils down to is the fact that you still have not been able to get that one guy who you've always wanted to be with. And what happens is that clock starts ticking. And then you realize that, wait a minute, you're not really in your 20s anymore. You're getting into your 30s. Now you're not in your 30s anymore. Now you're in your 40s. And you still don't have that guy. And a matter of fact, the amount of the type of guys that would approach you has declined. Now you're just getting, you know, guys approaching you who you never were checking for. you were overlooking like far off. But now these are basically the only guys that are approaching you. Or you realize that there was that decent dude from high school who's doing well for himself now. You know, you still friends with him on Facebook. So you decide to hit him up. But you find out dude done moved on. Married, got a whole wife and kids. In another state. He like, who is you? He's like, who is you? You know? He's like, who is you? You know, yeah, I mean, I remember you, you know, back in the day, yeah, you know, you was fucking with that other dude, man. A dude who's probably either incarcerated or living far off removed. And so she'll never be able to get with him. And all of a sudden now, she's looking at you like you the prize. Dude done forgot all about you. And that's the reality of the dating market. That's why you're seeing women get so aggressive, like this particular female Afro-atheist. You know, she's hurt. She's hurting. Listen, Alfred, listen, you need to fix yourself up. And I tell all these other aggressive and lonely women, you can fix your situation. It doesn't take that much. You can fix your situation. You know? You know, you don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be. You can be out there having a good social life. You can have the man that you want, the man that you're ready to marry and start a family with. You can have that guy. You don't have to be single and upset. You don't have to be this particular female in the chat room upset. You don't have to be angry. What's going on, young man? So when you look at the dating market of 2019, you know, I talk to, what's going on, brother? I talk to women all the time. Everything to say I got the story down pat. Of course, I've had conversations. Or, you know, I've done my studying. You know? The Man in Black was good. I know people don't like when I do shout outs like this, but who gives a shit? It's my show. It's good, Gemini. Okay, well, you be out, sir. You have a good one, okay? This guy, I don't know what his name is. I know his name. His name is Martin, but he's grabbed his purse and left. Shout out to everybody grabbing their purses and leaving. Shout out to this guy who done grabbed his purse and left. Shout out to everybody else that comes to the chat upset and grabbing their YouTube purses and leaving. They grabbing their purses and leaving. I'm out of here. Give me my purse. I'm out of here. Look at Latasha. You need to be. I needed you 5 to 8 years ago, Jay. You're right. Well, I'm here now, Miranda. I'm here now. I'm here now. You know. Shout out to Tom Bannon. Says teach to them. Teach to them. That's what I try to do every day. Yeah, niggas, people coming into the chat, you know, getting upset, grabbing a purse, and they out of here. Like, come on, man. Grab the purse like LeBron. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. I'm speaking on some real shit, and people want comedy. Like, I can't give y'all comedy right now, man. It gotta be one of those. I can't give y'all real shit and comedy, man. Like, come on, man. Who y'all think that I am, Alex Jones? Like, come on, man. Trying to get real shit. You know? Stop making this dude grab clutch his pearls. You know, but yeah, man, like I spoke to I speak to women, I've spoken to them. And one thing I've noticed is that there are certain women that are reluctant to the advice that I've given them. They're reluctant to embrace what I'm saying because they think that they may think deep down, I may not say it to me, but they may think that I'm being judgmental of them. I don't understand their situation. I may not understand the situation, but I understand that, you know, how long are you going to continue to have the same type of, you know, outlook on life and realize that your life is passing you by. And you need to understand that you have to live it, and you cannot be looking for the same thing in certain men that just ain't there. Oh yeah, Deshane, definitely my chat. I like the clown and kid, you know. You know? We all have different roles that have brought us here. Everybody that's here, you know, have traveled different roads, you know? But we're here now. We are here now. And I just, coming from a male perspective who has internalized things, have read through people and have read them completely at my young age, because, you know, I've always been a believer in studying people since I was a teenager, you know? And what I have seen in the progression, I've seen how women were when they were teenagers and then into their 20s, and I see how they are when they reach their 30s. A lot of these women, life has beat them down. Life has really fucked them over. And these are women that were full of life. These are women that were, you know, attractive, nice bodies, good personalities. And what ends up happening is that they deal with dysfunctional men, they get ran through by the men that they want, and what ends up happening is they are left with a damaged psyche, with a body that has physically changed, with children that they're raising on their own. And throughout all the men that they've allowed to run through them, they still got that ain't shit baby father that they don't even like. You know? You know, and that's the reality that I have noticed, you know. Y'all know Miranda, and that's why they will be where they're at. You know, you can't help everybody. You know, you can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why women got to make that choice. Diamond, if you falling asleep, why the fuck are you here? Do you need to grab your purse and leave too? Because we can Uber him out of here. Jesus Christ. You know, why are people getting offended? I've only been talking for maybe close to 25 minutes, 28 minutes, and people are already getting in their feelings. See, this is why I say what I say, man. People are already getting in their feelings, and I haven't even been talking for 28 minutes. Possibly 29 minutes. Already in their feelings. I haven't even gotten started. I ain't even gotten to the meat of it. Go to Black Phillip. I haven't even gotten the meat to the discussion yet. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply, what's the rest of it? If it don't apply, what's the rest? Let it fly. But damn, I mean, yeah, 29 minutes exactly. And people are already upset. Are you serious? And y'all think I'll be making shit up? This is the comments that I see. These are the emails and DM messages I get. People being disgruntled over words. over words, man. I'm trying to help the people. Can y'all please just sit your ass down and listen to the commentary instead of getting emotional? Okay? I know it hurts. But listen, it has to hurt before it gets better. Okay? Shout out to Brandon Kathy, appreciate it. I'm a roast. I'm pretty sure you are curious about my dating life. But just like I tell everybody, I'm a roast, you got to send that email. Send me an email about your topic choices, all right? I'm a roast, okay? Send that email, okay? That lets me know you serious. You serious about that? You know. I could put this shit on Patreon. I could just say fuck y'all and just put the hard. Y'all understand, man? There's so many video topics I've had to scrap due to the YouTube bullshit that goes on. I had to scrap those videos. I was gonna put them on public, and I said to myself, fuck it, So that's my email right there, Amaros. You can send the email. You can send a paragraph. I know you're gonna send a paragraph, so send a paragraph. So so I know it's for reals, and also attach a real authentic photo of yourself, so I know you ain't a troll. You ain't one of these guys that walk around with YouTube purses. You know what I'm saying? Because you got dudes that be walking around here with YouTube purses. I got no other comments yesterday. I had to give you. What comment section, Ezra? Raina Woman says she like a little bit of pain with her pleasure. There you go, Raina Woman. Raina Woman says she like a little pain with her pleasure. But like I was saying, I'm here to help people, okay? I'm not here to tear people down, but y'all gotta understand, you're not gonna learn if I'm telling you everything you want to hear. There are people for that. Y'all know who they are. They tell you everything you want to hear, make you feel good about yourself. Those people are lying to you because they want you to open up your pockets and continue to give them money, continue to share their content, continue to build upon a blue pill society, okay? That's what they're trying to build upon. Now, I will say this, though. Women like men who are aggressive. Women like men who can be, domineering as well. A man who can take charge. Most women will tell you that. But you have women trying to match their aggressiveness because their life isn't where they want it to be. And because their life isn't where they want it to be, they're getting aggressive too. Y'all women got to stop listening to them. They're going to continue to keep y'all single. Let me ask y'all females in the chat room something. Have y'all ever listened to one of these blue pill beta simp ass lame motherfuckers make videos or live streams, whatever, or write books that got you the man that you were looking for? Can y'all honestly say that these guys have helped get y'all the men that you want? Because I will tell you this, a lot of y'all were single before you listened to them, when you listen to them, while you still listening to them. They're not helping you. They're just telling you that there's nothing wrong with what's going on with you right now. There's nothing wrong with what's going on with you right now. Your life is good. I won't say your life is good, but your road is a good road. It's not your fault that your relationships have flopped. It's not your fault that you keep getting into relationships with abusive men. Men who constantly are cheating on you, who ain't got a damn diamond, a dollar, or nothing in their pocket. You buying their clothes and shoes. You're taking them where they need to go. They're using your car when you're at work, but you find yourself with these men. These men who you gotta level them up. You have to level them up, man. You have to level them up, you know? I provide a certain type of shock therapy that's you either gonna love it or you gonna hate it. Oh, cool, Miranda. People either really like me or really don't like me. There's really no middle with me. You know what I'm saying? You either really like me, because people tend to not like me because they think that I'm arrogant. They don't like the way that I speak about people, how blunt I am, and how I don't pull any punches, how I speak my truth, and I don't bend the knee to none of you motherfuckers. And people don't like that. I have my own political beliefs. Okay? I don't go along with groups because groups are full of weak people, and I don't want to be a part of them. And I will continue to state that. Y'all can have those groups. I stand on my own too. I always done ever since I was, 11, 12 years old. I've always been by myself. I went to multiple schools growing up. I always was by myself. And that carried over into my adult life. Even on social media, I don't look for groups. You either accept what I'm saying or you can kick rocks. That's basically what it is. I'm going to call you out. And y'all got to understand this. Why do y'all think so many dudes troll me? In the comment sections, I've had idiots try to call the show, talk shit to me. It be dudes. They don't even be women. Because you either like what I'm saying or you don't like what I'm saying. There's no middle. And people will go from like what I'm saying to not like what I'm saying. And they get angry. They get angry because they realize I'm not as weak as them. And there's too many weak people out here. Not enough people who can say, you know what, I believe in this. I believe in that. I have these type of foundational values. Even at my age, it takes dudes years upon years upon years upon years to really figure out who they are. And I think that's incredibly sad, but better late than never. And the thing goes with the dating market, man. You females need to wake up and understand that the world is going to pass you by, just like it's going to pass me by and other people by if we're not living life. You may think you look good now, but you're going to be looking good and being single. You looking good and being the best looking girl or a woman at your job or in your neighborhood, at your church. That is not going to equal you getting the man that you want. Those are facts. Those are facts. There's a lot of attractive women who can't keep a man. They holding out hope that some struggle rapper or some ex-dope dealer that done turned his life around is gonna swoop him up one day. This shit ain't happening, man. One, because the ex-dope dealer ain't getting married to nobody. And two, he got plenty of other women. There's a lot of attractive women that ain't got no man. But I do see women who y'all will say is unattractive. They got a man. Not only they got a man, they got a husband. They got a husband. They ain't got no boyfriend. They got a husband. And yes, with women, your looks do fade because the wall is undefeated. Unless you're willing to you know, first off, what a lot of you women should do is just take the time to sit down and really try to figure out what you want moving forward the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to continue to look for this 6'5", built, successful businessman that used to run the streets? Is that what all y'all looking for? There was one female that said that Nipsey Hussle was the perfect hood dude. I believe that's what it was. You know, because he was the gangbanger that was able to turn his life around, going to rap. You know, now he's helping his community. That is what, and you know, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But that is who, unfortunately, there are women who truly believe that that is the appropriate type of guy to be with. Unfortunately. But a lot of these women get a reality check when they realize that these dudes probably, especially black women, that these dudes might not even be into black women. Because I know I've seen a couple dudes who people would consider to be, you know, thugs, hood dudes, gangster, whatever. They end up with white girls. That's a cold, hard fact life. These dudes that y'all want may not be into you. Okay? They may not be into you. That's a dose of reality that these chicks don't understand. They may not even be into you like that. Because once these people leave these neighborhoods and they move to different cities, they get to experience life. They get to experience life. I know a guy, I went to school with him. He moved to another state, man. He got him a Becky and a big old Ford pickup truck. Listen, I'm not talking about all the time. I'm not talking about in all cases. I'm just saying, in some of the things that, you know, I've seen, I've observed, I've seen those things. You know what I'm saying? You know? I've seen those things. You know? What's going on, China White? I see you looking in the chat. You know? We got to look at everything that's going on, man. You know? We do. I want y'all to understand, like, I don't say this because I hate black women. You know, I don't want them to be happy. I grew up in a household with a mother and two older sisters, man. You know? You know, I've always been told by women growing up, how handsome, black women, how handsome I was, how much, you know, how fond they were of me. So I don't have any hatred towards black women. I just see the women in my racial group just falling, you know? And I'm not saying that black men are perfect, because I would never in my life say that, ever. But when I see how aggressive these women are in their dislike of black men, it's really the dislike they have in themselves. You know what I'm saying? One Love Loner, what's good? What's good, man? Make sure y'all like the stream. Don't be watching now. You like the stream, goddammit. Like the stream. You know? So we have to really look at the decline. And also, there's a lot of black women raising black children. They're raising the next generation. Unfortunately, by themselves, the majority of them. And that's a problem. That's sexual irresponsibility. That's, you know. Why are your videos so negative about women who hurt you? You stay bashing females, especially black women. Why? Brandon, you obviously either are a female or you are a complete simp, sir. I don't bash black. Look at my catalog of videos, you moron. How many of those videos are geared towards women? I just did a video, put up a video about the situation going on at Morehouse, you moron. I'm gonna keep these heifers, I'm gonna hold them accountable whether you dudes like it or not. I'm gonna hold them accountable. What you gonna do about it? You gonna be in the comment section, you're bashing these women. You don't need to talk about, okay, cool. Let me see. Shout out to Gerard, I just seen you there. Like, what you gonna do? Be mad? You gonna put up emojis in the chat rooms and the comment sections, broski? These women want to be held accountable by strong men, not weak men. These women only look for you when there ain't nothing else out there. Talking about who hurt me. Nobody hurt me, bro. I just said it out my own mouth. I've been around black women who were very appreciative of me, that gave me compliments growing up. Yeah, another man grabbing his goddamn pearls. Take your YouTube purse, bro, and go. What is with these? I told y'all, what is with these males getting upset at my videos? Might be a female. You never know. Male, female, some of these guys, I mean, you never know. Shout out to L. Hernandez. Hey, Jay. Hey, chat. A mom's life is always busy, but I just wanted to slide through, donate, and like the stream. Do the same, family. I appreciate that, L. Appreciate that. I know you got things going on. That's cool. Yeah, Brandon, get this guy who has an issue with me. Let's see. Dude, just grab your purse, and leave. Yeah, like, dude, you don't see all the women that are here? If I was bashing them, then they wouldn't be here, bro. They understand I come from a good place. Brandon, you must be a black female. Are you a female? I think Brandon's a female. I think that's Brandolin. Why are you upset about what's going on in my video, sir? You don't have to watch it. That's what I don't get. Why do you watch videos you don't like? It doesn't make sense. If I'm your brother, why are you calling me a woman basher? Calling somebody a woman basher. That's not very kind of you, sir. Nah, I think Brandon a nigga. He might be. It don't surprise me. These dudes, male, female, they all be butthurt. This channel for Josh. Okay. I'm not getting mad at all. I'm laughing. I'm not mad at all. All I'm doing is clowning. I can do that too. I can talk serious shit and I can clown you at the same time, man. That's how I grew up, man. You had to have a sense of humor. Yeah, I'm Rose. Say, get your purse. Yo, even the women telling you to get your purse. Even the women telling you to get your purse, man. You in here with your cape on, ready to fly to go save you a sister, huh? He ready to go fly and go save him a sister. Got that cape on, ready to go fly to save him a sister. Now the ladies always be here, messy. They always be here. They've been here from the start, fam. That's what people don't get. They've always been here. Always. Let's see. People like what I have to say, man. Y'all, people going. I don't know why people get offended by that. You know, there's nothing to get offended about. I'm about to play with the sound a little bit. I had to make sure the sound worked so I could take these phone calls. I'm gonna take a few phone calls, people. Please don't be long-winded, okay? I'm gonna do some loud typing so I can make sure I get make sure this number's right. Take a few phone calls. Let's see. All right. Don't be long-winded, people. Call in and say what you got to say. Pass the mic on. Oh, y'all know Miranda. But when you see grown men getting offended, that's a problem. That's a society problem right there, man. You know? People got mad because I had cut off somebody. Man, you've been talking for 6-7 minutes. I have to cut you off. You know? And no hardcore breathing heavy on the phone line. Yeah, man. Because other people may want to call in. So, any disgruntled women, call in. But if you call in playing on my phone, I'm gonna show you what clowning is. Or if nobody wants to call in, that's cool. I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna just say, forget it. I'll just continue to dialogue. You know. All right, you live with Jada Black. What's going on?
This is RP Current. I was just in the comments. I'll call in real quick.
Okay.
I think that we should probably take a look at the propaganda that got these women brainwashed.
Okay. Shout out to Wayne. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of propaganda out there. Absolutely. But I think
pretty much, from what it looks like, white supremacy deprives women the resources to pretty much live the life that they want. They obviously chasing some type of lifestyle that they depend on men for. So they pretty much had that already without having to depend on a man. At least on a wide scale, to the point where they don't have to compete with each other as much. Yeah. I feel like they do it competition. They so social with each other that they end up comparing their life to other women. And I think that's all by design.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, that's why it's important to have parents who are able to teach their kids to counteract that. You know what I'm
saying? Definitely. And that's why it's important that you have two parents, of course, more income in the family. That way the daughter doesn't feel poor. Because when you have a daughter growing up poor, then she feels like she has to find rich men. And the parents pretty much promote that.
Well, I don't think the father does. I don't think the father does. I think a mother who has a gold digging intentions, she does that.
A what? A mother who has gold digging intentions?
A woman who has a gold digger mindset, she may teach it to her daughter.
Well, you don't think dads do the same thing too? They don't teach their daughters to find a guy who.
I think all parents want their daughter to get with a guy who can help support her. Yeah. But just so chasing a guy for money, no.
Like it's a society thing that pretty much drives these women to act like that.
Okay.
Rather than just being something. You already have the women's rights where they allow them to vote and to work and all that. So it's like at that, at first it seemed like okay, they would have the ability to take care of themselves and not have to depend on assholes to take care of them or whatever. But it pretty much seems like it backfired and it pretty much went in a whole other direction where it seems like women are more loose and really the only people who are benefiting are like the richest. Because if you think about it, who gets more pussy than the rich guy?
Well, all right, man. I appreciate the call. Let me get to some more of these calls, all right?
All right, take care.
All right, you too, man. Let's see. You're live with... I got to change that ringer, but you're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Okay. Well, you're not live with Jada Black anymore. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
Aaron.
What's going on, Aaron?
I just want to kind of piggyback off of what the last caller said.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the point that he was making about the propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of it has to do with growing up and just being fed these images by the media, and you have to live your life like this, and you're not this if you don't have that. And the men seeing all of the booty shaking, twerking girls in the video and wanting that, and then us women seeing the thugs and thinking that that's what a man is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that can really mess you up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not till you get older that you can really see, like, okay, no, this is not what a man is supposed to be. This is not what, you should aspire to have in a woman. So I think a lot of it is just age and maturity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so do you think that
when you get older.
Yeah, do you think that women like a certain guy when they're younger, when they get older, they'll change? Because some women aren't. They just dating the same guy forever, seem like.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And like I said, a lot of that is society.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, it's like, oh, you need a thug, you need a roughneck,
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. And it's like as you get older, you start to actually date those guys, and you're like, okay, this is not where it's at. And, you start to realize, you need somebody that has goals, that has, that is mature and responsible. You realize that's not where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's good that you had that mindset.
But a lot of that is age and maturity, like I said.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good to have that mindset. All right.
Yeah. So, I think most women, over time they learn.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I think over time they learn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Aaron.
Okay. It was cool. Talk to you later.
All right. Later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. You're live with Jada Black. What is going on?
Weather problems where I'm at.
Okay.
It's so flooded down here, I can't even leave my damn house, bro. My street's flooded.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about the Wendy Williams situation.
Okay.
Like, I hope Kevin Hunter get the bag, bro.
Well, I heard he got $10 million to leave the show.
$10 million.
Yeah, to leave her because he was executive producer of her show, and they're saying that he got 10 million to walk away.
I hope he get alimony and spousal support too, bro. Because if it was reverse, bro, if it was a reverse, bro, that dude would get raped, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That dude would get raped, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't think Wendy Williams a dumb person.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's real smart. I think she a dirty person, but I think she knew about that side chick all along, bro.
She probably did. I'm sure she did.
Dancing together and shit like that. It only became a problem when everybody else knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now she got a problem with it.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, when she came back on the show and she's like speaking about the situation, you can tell she was in control of that situation, man. She wasn't as downtrodden as people believed. You know, I think she was playing possum. She was gathering info and looking for her exit.
Yeah, they got an interview about her and Judge Mathis going back and forth. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. I had it on one of my channels before it went down. But yeah, that was a fun exchange.
Yeah, she was talking about like they be having threesomes and all that. I think Wendy done screwed that chick too, bro.
She probably has. She know about her, man. Wendy know about that girl, man.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
But like now she's trying to get the sympathy card or whatever. I don't feel sorry for Wendy Williams, bro. She done said too much stupid shit about black people on her damn show for me. And like, to me, I honestly think she deserves everything she's getting right now. And I hope Kevin gets the bag, bro. But I'm gonna keep it brief, bro. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, shout out to Broski for calling in. All right. Take a few more calls. All right, Raina Woman. Thanks for coming through. Wayne, let me read your super chat. It says, "Sup, Jay, late to the party, but I see I missed nothing. Same old beta fools crying about you laying down the truth." Exactly, bro. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hi. To say, as far as dating, I think that a lot of women do know like what a good guy is. Mm-hmm. But it's really like I'll say from my personal experience, like I've met a few good guys, and they, character wise, I knew that they were never gonna cheat on you and do any of that stuff. But personality wise, it was just like one guy I remember feeling miserable, like I had gotten myself in a hole that I couldn't get out of. Wow. And but no, I mean it's possible. It really is possible. If you're not feeling someone like on an emotional level, even if they treat you well, you can still feel really miserable. And one I remember feeling kind of I was in a really bad place. Yeah. And even seeing that guy at the time, I remember feeling happier single than being with him. But it's not. But I don't want to say there was anything wrong with him. It wasn't anything wrong with him. It was just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if that's me or if, it's just a matter of meeting someone that, does treat you right. And also, you love them. You really want to be around them. You really enjoy their company. And I'm 27 years old. I've never found a good guy that really fit that.
I mean, well, it depends. Would you say it's to do with age or do with area that you live in, interests?
I mean, I haven't moved I've been in the area I've been in most of my life. It could be that, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I see other people that have gotten married. Not everybody, but I don't know. And it's the thing, like, there's the wall, and, you don't get married, you're going to be lonely later on. And it's like, is it really worth it just to marry someone? I mean, one of those guys told me if, we were together and gotten to that point that he would have put a ring on it. But again, I was still very unhappy. So it's like, is it worth, marrying the good guy that you're not happy with?
Well, I would say you might as well just be
To have
single.
somebody there.
Yeah, I would say you might as well just be single if you feel that way. If
But
you
no,
unsure.
but that's my reality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when
I just think that maybe I think you got to take some risk and just be around in different environments. You know what I'm saying? I think you're comfortable. When you're too comfortable, of course, you're not going to really be into what you're around because you're too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's easy to look at how like women will date 2 or 3 cheaters and be like, oh, all guys cheat.
Mm-hmm.
It could be one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I met a few, so it's just going to be the same. But I don't know what it is. But I really feel like there are a lot of other women who feel the same way, and that's why they pick, who they are drawn to, even though it.
I think you have a type, but I think that you're maybe resistant to it. You know what I'm saying? You may have a type.
Resistant?
No, I think you may have a type, but you're trying to like steer clear of it. That's what it seemed like to me.
Well, I know that the kind of type that I go for are not, they may, be interesting and, they have things, but character-wise, they haven't been there.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I recognize, okay, my type may not be good. They're not Pookie and Ray Rays, but they're not the kind that are actually going to want me and treat me well. So it's like, you either pick that option that you're not really into, or it's just you and 20 cats watching HBO, which I'm not paying for.
That's why I'm all for women working to fix themselves and look themselves in the mirror and say, okay, man, I don't want to be alone. But I don't want to be with this guy or, this type of guy. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out what your priorities are. Is it be married or is it to be single? Because that's how a lot of women need to think. Instead of thinking, well, I'm gonna be single or dating. No, you cut the dating shit out. Are you gonna be single or are you gonna be married?
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's like, is it worth being married if you're miserable every day for the rest of your life?
Well, I mean, I don't think every guy out there is a bad fit for you. I just think you might have your standards might just be just in a way that is kind of unreasonable for who you're around. I mean, if you believe so. I mean, because this by listening to you, that's how it seems. Because in your mind, you thinking that there's just nobody that you could. I mean, you are 27, so you still have some years ahead of you. But it just depends on what your mindset is now. It seems like right now you're good being single, which is fine. Are you there? Oh shit. Oh, your sound was low. That's why I couldn't hear you speaking back. My fault. If I ain't mean to be talking over you. Cause you probably was like, why is this guy speaking over me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Your sound was low by mistake. You probably was like, why is this guy speaking over me? Yeah. Shout out to Dollar Washer. But I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Okay.
All right. It's a good call. Shout out to her. Calling in. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, I was calling, man, because I looked at your title and I found out ironic. I just looked at a video from a YouTuber named April Mason. I don't know if you. Yeah, I just looked at a YouTube video from April Mason before I clicked on your live stream. And she had a video talking about how she missed her husband. She basically missed out on a man that could have been her husband. She gave a long story. Yeah, she was kind of sweethearts with, and she left out of town, came back, and they was always, quote unquote, he was always around. But what she didn't mention is that they slept together. She didn't never mention that, but she had children by these other men, and she couldn't understand why at a certain point in time he didn't want to do with her. But I think you need to look at that video, man, because it says a lot about what you talking about on the live stream, because basically she friends on this guy.
Yeah, that happens a lot more than people think. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like this guy waited around. I mean, I think he had killed him by another woman, but she said, on the one hand, she said that he was her type, but she never alluded to the fact that they slept together. She said, yeah, they would spend up all night talking, talking, not sleeping together. And he was mad at her because she never gave them a chance. So in my mind, only time a man gonna say that is if he ain't hit it.
Right.
But now she's trying to. Now on her channel, she's giving dating advice, not how to get married advice, but dating advice to other women, which is like, I don't know if the lady, if she's in a relationship right now or anything, but I think that brings light to the fact that you cannot negotiate attraction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think deep down she was really attracted to that dude. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if she's with anybody. I know what you're speaking about. I don't know if she's with anybody, but as far as women like that, I've heard that myself. I've heard women say that they basically had the opportunity to be with the guy that was really nice. He was the type of guy she wanted. He wanted a long-term relationship, marriage, but she didn't want it. And this is a female who has children, female who's in her 30s, but she still was like, no, I don't want that good life, you know. But now regretting it, you know.
And this is the crazy thing, man. Even in my own life, man, that's been chicks where, like, I say one chick in particular, I can remember having, you know, like saying this is before I had a child, but right now I'm like a single parent, but full time. But before I had my child, my daughter, I offered this one chick. I said, hey, you know, this is how I want to do it. You know, I believe the woman should stay at home. I take care of everything. You know, she didn't want to do that. She said, I want to do my career. And lo and behold, years later, this same woman, she had a baby. To my knowledge, she's a single parent. So it's like a lot of these women would rather be a single mother and struggle on their own than to get with a man and do it the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become a trend, man. It's definitely become a trend that needs to stop for the sake of them kids, you know, and herself, her sanity. That's why I titled the stream the way that I did, because a lot of these women are losing their sanity. You know, I'm starting to see it.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Let me get to some more of these calls. All right.
I bet.
All right. Let's see. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on? What's going on, Gerard?
Not much, man.
All right.
About to get ready to eat some tomato soup, but I felt like I needed to call, man.
Okay.
And, you know what I'm saying? Talk a little bit.
All righty.
I've been gone for like 20 years, man.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been around, man.
Yeah, I had to get my shit straight, man. So,
Okay.
I got my shit straight. So that's all I'm gonna say for right now.
Okay, cool,
But,
cool.
On topic, as far as relationships go, and this is because I wanted to touch bases real quick on what the one young lady, the 27-year-old that called recently said, because what she was saying, you know, it caught my ear, and it makes sense to a certain degree. I can honestly say that I feel certain females' frustrations at times, but sometimes I feel like we forget that we're talking about the dynamic of relationships, like just period. When you just look at like just relationships, period. I feel like the reason why things are the way that they are, and this is just my opinion, bro, and a lot of it does piggyback on a lot of stuff that you say. For one, women for the most part need to forget what they think they know about the whole thing about what type of guy that you want, what type of guy that you think that you want, because everything about the whole dynamic is going to be an unexpectancy anyway. And you really not going to know until you put in the work in terms of enduring anyway. You're not going to really know what you're getting into until you actually put that work in. And number two, the thing that I feel like a lot of females miss out on, something that we deal with all the time, something that we come into this motherfucker looking at or being told or being taught that it comes with the territory. And that's rejection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to accept the fact that, okay, even if you're gonna make it about finding that dude that you wanna have in your life, long term, short term, whatever the fuck. They just totally dismiss the potential. You know what I'm saying? The idea of even having to deal with rejection. Meanwhile, in order for us to get the woman that we want to get, you know what I'm saying? Well, even whether it's the woman that we want to be with or not, in order to even get to that place, the whole conversation starts out with the expectancy, like, dude, in order for you to even get that girl, you might as well accept some rejection along the way, and we cool with that.
Yeah.
But the fact that you seeing now more so with a lot of these females talking out the way that they're talking out, I think that a lot of it does have to do with the simple fact that a lot of them don't know how to deal with rejection. And that's something that you talked about before. Like, I don't understand why motherfuckers want to sit up and act like you ain't talked about this shit.
Yeah, I have.
I'd be like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little bit that I wanted to add on to it. And matter of fact, one more thing.
All right.
About the rejection.
Okay.
So you females out there, like, for real. Like if you want to make it about finding a man, if you really want to make it about getting with a motherfucker that's gonna treat you the way that you need to be treated, to just be on some decent stuff, you gotta be willing to face rejection and not get all in your feelings every time that shit don't go your way. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole purpose of why niggas like me and a lot of us even come listening to Jaye, because we tired of dealing with females who act like they too good for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we the ones that we have to sit up here dealing with it on a regular, and and then on top of that, be expected to roll with the punches. And it's like, nah, the dose went both ways. And that's all I got to say on that, fam.
Hey, thank you, Gerard. And I appreciate you, you know, still listening. You and others listening to me. I do appreciate that. For everybody who do watches and listen to me, it does matter. Okay. That's why I do it.
I'm always listen to you, fam. The street is always watching, man.
Okay.
The street is always watching.
All right. Well, I appreciate that too, bro.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shout out to Gerard. Shout out to Gerard. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be able to say the things that I'm saying if I wasn't passionate about it. We definitely, all of us here are here for a reason. I'm here because I want to speak to you, and you're here because you want to listen to what I have to say, which matters. All right, I may take maybe one or two more phone calls. I'm not going to take too many phone calls. I may take one or two more. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Donnie Breeze. Single motherhood trend is a serious epidemic. It is becoming that, man. It's almost like it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything anymore for women to have kids anymore, Big Steve, I would love that. Why not? I can get a studio, have my setup in a studio, you know what I'm saying? Looking like a Negro Alex Jones. Or Joe Rogan. Have my shit like Joe Rogan. Why not? I like being able to come here and speak and entertain and inform. That's what I do. I entertain and inform. Make sure y'all like the stream too. You want to make sure as many people see this. I like when y'all come here and be able to watch the content. I always am appreciative of that, fam. I'm always appreciative of that. And if there's any video content I need to see, y'all gotta send it to the email, man. Hold on, let me see if I can get this email. One of the mods, y'all put the email in the chat room. It's JDBlackLive@gmail.com. Okay, Severa. I saw a lot of people talking about, we already knew this, blah, blah. They missed the moral of the video. The moral of the video was that Gilbert never married his kid's mother. And people got to understand, a lot of those NBA guys are marrying the women that they're with. True ATL and just put the email in the chat for y'all want to send me video topics, videos. You know what I'm saying? Cool, Mermaid. I appreciate it, Mermaid. Mermaid is always one of the first in the chat. Thanks for liking. Shout out to everybody that has liked the stream. It could be it for the calls. I'll wait one more minute and I'll wrap up the calls. I know it's Thursday. I know y'all got a lot to do. Tomorrow's Friday. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Yo, what's up? What's your name?
Yeah, this Margaret. I'm calling in to respond to the caller who I called before, the female caller.
Okay.
Where she was talking about where she had like a good dude and she was kind of miserable. I think she kind of hijacked that relationship dynamic and made it about like her feelings instead of about what they could accomplish or what was the goal, the end goal. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of times that's probably what happened. Like females, like they let their emotions hijack what's going on in the relationship. Mm-hmm. And they go from a goal to about how they feel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to add.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the call and the input. I'm going to go ahead and speak on that real quick. All right. I think from her perspective, what it seems is that, if she doesn't have the type of guys that she wants available to her, she's just not going to date. That she's specifically looking for. And I noticed that with a lot of women. They will be single all day long before they date anything around them that isn't close to what they like. But us as men, we're more flexible. We're willing to date women who are a couple notches down from maybe the last girl we dated. You know what I'm saying? That's not with every guy, but guys are willing to do that if that woman, has good qualities. Is she good to be around? She has a really good attitude. That helps. Especially if you're a guy who works every day. Well, not every day. You work Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday, and you have a lot that's going on. You don't want to come home to a disgruntled, girlfriend or wife. Shout out to Miranda, newcomer. Watch the Beyonce Homecoming. If you got Netflix, love you, Jay. Well, thank you, Miranda. I appreciate it. I love you too, Miranda. But I see that all over Netflix, man. I've been cautious about seeing it, but I'll probably have to check it out, man, because I know that was trending last night. So I may have to go ahead and check that out. You know what I'm saying? I will say it's about black men. Black men are not afraid to date, well below, a certain range or high. We're very flexible, Yeah, Beyonce. Okay, Miranda says fire. I'll have to check it out, man. They probably been filming that for about 5 years. Did she do something with HBO? Didn't Beyonce do? Oh, that was Serena. Oh, Serena. I think Beyonce do something with them. Oh, okay. So she's gonna be at an HBCU, Miranda. I know they was in my state. They was at the University of South Carolina. They fucked the field up. That beautiful stadium they got at Columbia. Omaros, why don't you call in? You've been very active in the chat. Why don't you call in, Omaros? Let's hear what you have to say on this. Let's see. Yeah, men are not going to date women who aren't attractive. But we're not going to be single until we find that. We're going to still casually date. We're still going to casually smash. Okay, I'm real. Right. No, I'm not going to hate you unless you just call in being disrespectful and calling people names. I may have to just, okay, whatever. Holy shit. Okay, if you're calling from 201, this is my Skype number, but you can send me an email. Send me an email. Yeah, I see. Respectful. Okay. Nothing wrong with respect, man. Nothing wrong with respect. Nothing wrong with respect. I gotta figure out these phones. Hold on, people. I gotta make sure the lines is working. Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm gonna shut the phone line down in about a minute. Let's see. You been drinking, Latasha? Okay. Yeah, I see you're respectful here, Omaros. I see you. Latasha says she's already getting, loaded. Okay, call back in, Esri. The lines, just tell me what's your first, what's your area code? What's your area code so that I know it's you? Well, Friday's tomorrow. You already getting it in? You already getting in? Okay, well, call in now. I'm going to look for S. Reed. Call in now. I had to check the number to make sure it's right. Hold on a second. Go ahead and call in, S. Reed. The lines are wide open. I've been checking in, making sure that it's working. Let's see. Bucket 88, what's going on? Hello? Anybody here? In the chat room, make sure you like the stream. Mermaid's about we on hold. I had you on hold because I'm trying to make sure this phone line is working, man. Listen, if you've called in already, don't call back in again. I'm trying to get as many people who haven't called in as possible. Once again, if you've called in already, don't call back in. Let's see. JBeat, what is good? What's good, JBeat? Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see. What? What is going on, people? Esri, you calling in? All these males who believe we need their money. Well, let me tell you something, Lisa. It's not men that basically are saying that women are saying that y'all need our money. You know, they're teaching. You got women that are teaching other women to be gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You live.
We got through.
Yeah, what's going on? This is Ezra.
I had to use my Korean number because my U.S. number wouldn't work.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay. Now, what I wanted to say about, the women or whatever, I think the first thing is that we need to get that lovey-dovey stuff out of our head first. You know what I mean? I feel like the first thing you're supposed to do is work on yourself, get some therapy if you need it or whatever you got to do, and then be strategic about the situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be as simple as changing your location. Like the female who was on earlier, she said she kind of stick around wherever she's from, and that's all she kind of do. And I'm like, if you always been there and you ain't found what you need to find, are you there? Maybe you need to go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see any reason why. Like, I don't think anybody should be single late in their life. I know some people feel like, okay, they can be single, but I don't believe in that. I feel like people are supposed to procreate, get married and have kids. And you don't always have to get a marriage certificate or sign your name on the white man's dotted line in order to have a partnership.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't see any reason why anybody should be lonely or whatever, because people are getting together late in age, so it's never too late. But after you work on yourself, you have to think, what about all of my last partners? If somebody had a whole bunch of partners and failed relationships, what about all of these people? What do they all have in common? And then if you notice that you're getting with the same type of dude and they all have the same thing in common, then you might need to change that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of the first things I tell women when they say that. I say, have you tried, moving around a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you going with the same type of guy and you like a bad boy thug, maybe that might not be for you. You know what I mean? And some people, there was somebody, you post the relationship with the celebrities and the woman who was begging the dude back or whatever.
Yeah, that was
we were
Janae Aiko. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not very familiar with a lot of celebrities, but I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And out the blue, some guy was like, single mothers don't have no value and they ain't shit, they messing up everything. And you wasn't even talking about that.
I wasn't talking about single mothers at all.
You said something about single mothers have a hard beginning, in the first place, which that can be true. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? However, I believe that men, we need y'all, like we need y'all. You know what I mean? But women, we got the power. Women got the power. They hold the sex. Mm-hmm. So you can move somewhere. Men work and they need jobs. Mm-hmm. I was a teenage parent and I didn't stay with my kid's father, but we knew each other since we was born. So our families are like intertwined. So my kids was always taken care of. But I knew I was going to have a hard time. And I knew I didn't know how to shake my butt and be sexy or be sexual like a lot of women on TV do. Mm-hmm. So I knew I needed to get around a lot of men. I knew I needed to be around a lot of men so I could have my choices. And my old man, he don't have any kids. I do. But my kids is young adults. We met like nine years ago. He's a crane operator. I stay at home. But I didn't always stay at home. I wanted to be a homemaker. So if a woman is trying to get married or settle down and have a partnership, she needs to find somebody who wants to be married first. You can't date somebody, and what I've noticed in some TV stuff is women will date somebody and he don't want no relationship, but we think, because I'm such a good woman and such a nice female, he gonna change his mind. No. You don't have the power to make a man change his mind. If he don't already want that, we can't make him change his mind. But women think because our heart, we so nice and so we can make a guy change his mind. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. Like, women, when it comes to sex, women do the choosing. They do, unless it's like a situation where she really wants to sleep with you, But for most guys, women do the choosing in that department. That's why you got guys who go to these dating coaches and these PUAs to get that knowledge about how to get chose by these women. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for women to really, when it comes to relationships, men are choosing those. It's up to the man because he already done got the sex. So it's up to him whether he wants to be in a relationship.
Yeah,
right?
So they need to keep I don't believe in a bunch of casual sex. I won't say I never had it when I was younger, but it's really no benefit to a young person who's not trying, especially a woman. Men, you guys have a different makeup with your mind. But women, if you young and you are not in a relationship, there's no reason to be having sex for fun. And you can't say you can't control it because you can't. Like, there's no reason for that. The best thing is to get yourself in a place where there are people who want to have a relationship and keep your damn legs closed for a while and observe. Talk to people. Don't just like, he's fine, he got muscles or he got money. Just because he got money don't mean he's going to want you.
Right. No matter how much you take selfies in the gym,
And this stuff on TV where people doing all of this stuff, that stuff ain't real. I mean, it might be real, but it's nothing that you're supposed to model after and try to get with these people on TV because they look like a bunch of STD to me. They probably got all type of STDs for sleeping around.
I think that's like a segment of like social media where you got all these Thizzots. I think they're just sleeping with all the same dudes, and they probably got all the same, things, all of them. And they little
baby,
circles.
daddy, STDs, herpes, all of this stuff,
Yeah.
And another thing that I wanted to say something about is that people be going in on the women and all of this stuff, and I'm not trying to be braggadocious. Nobody is perfect, but I'm going to tell you, my dad was born in Compton, but before he started a family, he traveled the world in his 20s and decided what he wanted his family to be. Mm-hmm. And he made 14 kids. He was a stepfather. Mm-hmm. You know, he got a woman who had 2 kids before. He was a stepfather, but he's the leader, you know. Mm-hmm. And my brother is a stepfather. He didn't get married until he was 45, but he got married to a woman who had an 8-year-old daughter. He's a principal. She's a director, you know. Mm-hmm. So for people to say things like, oh, a woman who has children don't hold value, or a man who has kids don't hold value, that's just not true at all, you know. If you have a business, like my man is a crane operator. I know about real estate, and I was HR, and I got a degree in psychology. I don't use any of that except for I may use the knowledge in real estate, you know, to help him out because he's the guy. But if he's like, okay, I don't want her because she got a kid, he may or may not find somebody who can help him level up in his business. But to say because somebody got kids, they hold no value, that's just not true. Mm. The thing is that you have to find somebody who want the same things as you, mm-hmm. and the type of lifestyle, anybody can shape their type of lifestyle to what they want it to be. But they got to get out of their comfort zone, move around, and get this thing out of their head, but like love at first sight, lovey-dovey emotional stuff. Oh, he made me feel so tingly in my privacy area. That's, women need to get that out of their head, period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate the call, Esri. Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
All right, well, thanks for answering. You have a good day.
Okay.
Good show.
All right, thank you, Esri.
Bye.
I appreciate it. Shout out to Esri.
Welcome.
All right. I was gonna let her finish a point, but I had to go ahead and get these calls on because I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrap it up. Wrap it up. Get it? Wrap it up. Let me just go ahead. Shout out to everybody that's here though. Unique, I seen you. What's going on, Unique? I don't know where you at. I seen you. Where you at? What's going on? Salute to the new people. Shout out to all the new people. I'm seeing a few new faces on here. You can shout yourselves out in the chat if you want to. Make sure y'all have liked this stream, people. I don't want this stream to be too long. There's a lot of good information, especially my first 28 minutes. And this guy Unique. Well, I don't want to go too long. I want to keep it. I don't want to go too long. And besides, I got some stuff I got to do. Okay, Yardley, you say you sent something to PayPal. I'm about to check it now. Hold on, I'm about to check it now, Yardley. I know I don't check the PayPal too much during shows because people don't really want me reading their PayPal. But I'll go and check it real quick, Yardley. All right, okay. Shout out to Yardley Moises. He says, I'm deployed right in the Middle East and enjoying this live chat. But back to the topic, lots of women are single because they overvalue themselves, and more men now are taking the red pill. In most cases, women are a liability, not assets. Also, go Giants, F the Cowboys. I would agree with F the Cowboys. I would agree with that. Even though your New York Giants might have a similar season to this year. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, Yardley. Shout out to Yardley, man. There's a lot of women overvaluing themselves. All right, Unique. Got to be here early, Unique. But, yeah, there are a lot of women overvaluing themselves. That's why they single. That's exactly why they are single. That's exactly why they single, They single for that reason. because they overvalue themselves when they really should not be overvaluing themselves. Like, they really should not be doing so. You know, and I want to say this. I don't do what I do because I want to denigrate anybody. That's not the intention of what I do. What I do is to inform people and to, you know, just to spread some real red pill knowledge. You know, I see people talk about the red pill and their lifestyle don't reflect it, you know, because a lot of these guys will talk about their red pill, but they giving dating advice. I give life advice. You know, I tell people how to be the best of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Snowy 23, what's good? Shout out to all the people here. All the new people here, man. Sonia says she's been celibate for over a year. Good for you, Sonia. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Raise your standards high. But don't be like these disgruntled women on social media who are aggressively single and lonely. You do not want to be a part of that club. Shout out to all the women with active lives. Got a man in your life that actually cares about you, who ain't just there just to sleep with you and move on, or is living off of you. You know, because what I also know is that you have disgruntled females because they got some live-in boyfriend that does nothing. You know, he don't do anything in the house. She has to tell him to take out the garbage like she his mother. Of course, JB, of course. You know, stop dealing with these dudes just because they got good dick. Wait, good. I wouldn't say dick, but good D. Try not to go there. Stop dealing with these guys just because they got good D. Deal with these guys because they bringing something to that situation as far as building for the future. Because nobody wants to talk about the future. The future is looking very bleak at the moment with all the things going on in the world. But in your everyday life, if you don't think about the future, your future is going to be a future of loneliness. You know? It's going to be a situation where you're forever upset. I'm horny as fuck though, man. DM me or message me. Oh, it's like that, Sonya? What's Sonya? Sonya, you must be like a 8 or a 9 or a 7 or 8. You getting attention like that. I know women be horny. A lot of women out there be horny. You can kind of tell sometimes by the body language. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Sammy? Shout out to everybody that's coming into the chat. I'm giving everybody shout outs today. You get a shout out, and you get a shout out. My husband cooks and cleans and does his own laundry. I hear that, Nicole B. Shout out to Nicole B. She ain't aggressively single and lonely. She ain't aggressively single and lonely. You know. Nobody want good women. Negroes lying. Well, Sonya, are you a good woman? You know. Sonya say she be getting DMs and dudes trying to smash every time she, you know, logs on. You know, maybe that's why women be deleting their social media, because they be getting all these thirsty ass dudes in their DMs. I can believe that. So, you know, you simps be running these women off social media and don't even know it. S. Reed says you can use a battery penis until you get your mental straight. Now the phone lines are closed, family. We've closed the phone lines. We closed the phone lines, man. Every female get hella DMs. Y'all niggas will fuck anything. You know what? I would call you a liar, Amaros, but nah, I can't call you a liar on that. I just can't. I would say not all, But if you're talking about on a social media app, yeah, these women are getting hella DMs. These women are getting hella DMs. You know, some of you niggas will be sick enough to be sending your member to all these different women thinking that you're impressing them, but they think that you're creepy. You know, Omaro's probably on every social media platform out there. You know what I'm saying? Don Julio was good. I've had strangers send me all kinds of weird stuff, especially on Facebook. Facebook is weirdo land, man. Facebook is still weirdo land, man. Look at some of these Facebook groups, man. Like, it's still weirdo land. I know it's bad when they're running. I think these guys are running these women off. These women are afraid to log on to Facebook because they know as soon as they log on, everybody, all their friends are gonna know. So, you know, they keep off and they just delete it. You know what I'm saying? DM is a direct message. Direct message. It's not date, it's a direct message. Everybody has one on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. It's a direct message. Anybody can send anybody a direct message. The Twitter CEO said they don't read people's DMs. I think they're full of shit. I think they can, and I think they do. Hey, Patricia, I see you. Now, I want to say something to you incels. I'm hearing, let me look it up just to make sure. I'm hearing some things about, let me see, make sure it's right. They're going to start regulating porn over in the UK. So let me just say that to you incels. Okay? You better get on your shit if you from the UK, man, because they're slowly but surely trying to take your right away from watching porn. Okay? Just so you incels know before you comment on my motherfucking videos. Okay? They gonna take porn away slowly but surely. What the fuck you gonna do there? All you hating ass lame incels always got something to say to me. What y'all gonna do when they take your porn away? Incel is involuntary celibacy, or AKA true force loners. You know, that's what they used to go by. They used to go by true force loners. You know, now they're incels. Okay. Download as much as you can. Download as much as you can. You better download it. Shit. Save it to your phone, your computer. And what two incels gonna do there, man? Oh, Omaros, there are sizable community Omaros. All you have to do is look them up. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if they start doing it in America sometime in the near future. They won't even let prostitution be legal. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's because they can't tax it. So they say, fuck it, it's banned, you know? Or not banned, but it's illegal. UK, they banned face sitting porn. Iceland, I think, banned porn. Oh, really, Snowy? Iceland? Really? Really? All right, Wayne. Appreciate you coming through, man. But yeah, man, they're trying to turn the heat up on men, man. They're trying to turn the heat up on them. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, they turn the heat up on a lot of single men who may watch porn or who, this like tax season. Like tax season, they go hard on single men. Married couples get breaks. Single men do not, especially when you work for yourself. All right, Snowy, well, you can always send it to the email. You can watch porn on Twitter. Yeah, you can. You can do that. All right, people. That's it for the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Make sure that you give a little something to the collection plate on your way out. And, make sure you thank the pastor. On your way out of the congregation, you give him a handshake on your way out the congregation, family. All right. But I appreciate everybody that's been here, man. Y'all have made these streams fun. The activity in the Chizat. Make sure that y'all like the stream, and I'll see y'all next one. All right.